Hey everybody, just coming on. I just wanted to show y'all the journal that I won for Mother's Day from Kim Poulton on uh, KNRP. That's her channel name. And I won a beautiful journal for Mother's Day from her. It's got all kinds of cute tabs stuff in it. She wrapped it beautifully in some tissue paper. She did let me know that she forgot to put the tie on it, so I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the video where she was making the journal and everything, so I can see what the tie looked like, so I can make one. I know it was crocheted. So anyway, here is one thing that she put on it. It has um, a big sequin on it. That's a sequin, and then you open it up, and it's a little journaling space. Okay, if you pull it off, it's also a paper clip. It's got this little chicken that she made. She made these cutest little chickens, and uh, she did all this stuff herself. She does it just by washi tape. She makes it, which, by the way, is this washi tape right here. She made that, so I've got it right here for now because I'm going to put it in my journal. Uh, and she doodles all this stuff. She does a wonderful job. And then you open it up, and there's this little ideas how to use this journal. Over here, it just pulls out and it tells you glue a word, doodle a border, write quotes, use any medium, do a mosaic, add a flip, add some shading, use paper scraps, and she just put all that in there telling me how to use this journal. Okay. Then she made these tabs, and this has got all these pretty tabs and stuff in it. Let me turn this light on. Maybe that'll help see it better. A little better anyway. Anyway, let me move stuff around here. Move this over this way. Anyway, so she doodled this flower and did the painty of it. And she put me a little, these are little journal spaces, and she did another little flip page that she made, and she did this little tab right here. This little pocket with all these little goodies in them. These pretty butterflies that she made. Aren't they pretty? She did them on just regular copy paper and book paper. And she made this little tag pocket and little journal space. Pretty little flowers that she doodled in the pocket. Little threads here, fibers. Pretty little roses for me to journal card on the back of. Another little journal card. A belly band that I could use for a belly band to put it somewhere in here if I want to, or I could use it for a bookmark. Put in here. This also came on the back of her envelope, and I'm going to take it, I'm going to corner around it, and I'm going to put it right here on here. Let me find my corner rounder, and we can work on that right now. Okay, so since it's kind of a small piece, let me see if I can go a little deeper with that. Yeah, I can do that one, kind of like it, and everything. And I'm going to put that right here on my little glue. Hi, Butterroll. How are you doing, honey? I was just showing I won this off of Kim Poulton's Mother's Day giveaway. And I'm putting this was on her envelope, and she actually doodled this little bird on here, and I cut it off her envelope and made me another. She put all these beautiful little uh, pieces, tabs on it, that she made. So I thought that was perfect. She put this one on, and it's actually a paper clip. She sewed this right here on it. Hi, Miss Allie K. How are you doing? She put me instructions on how to use this journal right here. Isn't that neat? Um, there's another little, looks like a little kitty cat that she put up here. A sunflower, a sunflower that she doodled with the tabs, and this one's just full of all these cute little tabs and stuff. And she made this little tree tab right here, and then the pocket with all these goodies in it. And I was just getting to this right here. I'd taken this off her envelope and made a tab out of it. That's all the tabs, and then she made a tag paper clip with a black lace to it to clip in some more journal cards, a little notebook to journal in right here. She did a beautiful job. She used, she did some sewing on this right here. See? And she used a calendar page for that. She made another doodle art flower tab here. She has some great ideas, if y'all know who she is. Kim Poulton on KNRP. And then she made this page. And then she had this right here. She put this in there. You can color on it or whatever you want to do with it. And she put a piece of material that she painted right here. This is a piece that she painted. And then here's a flower that she made. She's a beautiful artist, let me tell you. If y'all don't know her, y'all need to look her up. Here's another piece of, I watched her make this journal actually, but it's really much better in person. Then you've got a lace here and a piece of material that she painted. She painted this material here. This is probably one of her jelly prints, if I'm not mistaken. That was one of her jelly prints that she did on material. And then she put this little paper clip here, and then put a little mushroom card to journal on, and her bookworms. I call them Tin Man words because they remind me of the Tin Man with the glasses and the hat and all that. So she doodles these, and I just love these things right here. And then she did this flip out, and of course a little journal spot. And of course she doodled all this stuff, and this is on book paper. And then she has all these little pieces that she put together and put together. And she did another little tag here. Oh, okay, she's glued that one on. It's not a paper clip, but it's got the black lace on it, and it's a flip out. Of course, you can see that. It's got an owl on the back of it, and it flips back down. She sewed this is the center, and she sewed this in, and another little flip out to journal on. All kinds of journal spots in this. Hi, Marty. It's good to have you here. I was showing the journal that I got from Kim Poulton. I won it for Mother's Day. It's one of her Mother's Day journals that she gave away. And this is like a little mushroom she doodled and everything, and it's another tab that she put in it. And here's the other part of that page, and different countries' flags, different kind of a map page here with the flags of countries on it. Another flip out here to journal on, a journal spot. She put plenty of journal spaces in here. This is the other part of that. And she made an umbrella tab for it. All the stuff she handmade herself, the tabs and all. Um, and I love this little face in the circle. Look how she did that. Little scraps of paper she doodled on and made a face and put it together and put it on that circle. And it's also a tab. She's really good at using up. Yeah, she did great too. Do y'all watch Kim? Anyway, there's two more journal spots as you can see that she made, and this one's got a kitty cat and a fish and everything, and music paper, and this one's got because this is all stuff she hand doodled. Isn't that pretty? You watch her; she's good. I really like to watch her. Uh, Another tab. This is one of the books that she made for Mother's Day and gave away. I happen to be one of the winners of the books, and I got the one with all the tabs, the tall one with all the tabs, the stack of books. She said she's out of books, so she's going to have to make her some more books. Uh, so I'm waiting for her to start making those books again. Another kitty cat that's peeking at me with a whole big journal page. Another, and as you can see, she used, well, you can't see it on this side, but on this side you can tell that she used a calendar piece to do the cover with. So she used a calendar. She used all the, uh, yeah, she does Kim bits. She makes Kim bits. That's what she does. And so all these little doodads in here, I mean, I could tell she really enjoys making this stuff, because when you watch Kim, you know she's enjoying it. And it was just, it's really nice to see her working. She reminds me a lot of Beth in the way that she does things, because she knows what she wants to do. She goes right for it, and she does it, and it turns out beautifully. So it just, whatever they kind of set their hand to, like Kelly Ann. My goodness, that girl can do anything, right? So this is the book that I won, and I'm loving it. I haven't started anything in it, except I did take the one tab and put it in here. She drew a little bird and put it on her handmade washi tape, and she drew the little bird and put it on there on the back of her envelope, and I cut it off and rounded the corners and put it on. So that's yeah, she is fun. So that's where I'm at with it right now. And I'm thinking I might take this and take her washi tape that she made, which I took off the back of her envelope, as you can see. And because she made this with masking tape, she doodled and done all the painting and everything on it. And I think that will go well with it on the back. What do y'all think? I think it'll go good on it. So I was thinking about putting it on the back and just laying it, flush up against this. She didn't pay any attention that she's putting it upside down. Or maybe she did. I can't remember. We all put something upside down, don't we? And then wrap it around. I don't want to cut it quite yet, and I'm not really wanting to glue it down yet, because I may change my mind and put someplace else. But for now, I think I'm going to just put it right there. I'm going to take the envelope part of it off, though. You can see where I tore it off the envelope, where she had the envelope taped. There we go. So, but yeah, she doodled all these little things here, and see. I'm gonna be making some page edgings to go on it for myself. I think she put those in upside down on purpose, like she did the flags. Because I know I don't have it all upside down, right? Just looking at it, it's right side up to me. I really like the way she did this little journal card and painted the little mushroom under on it. And, uh, it says "Brake pedal feels depressed," and she actually put this down to where you just slide stuff under it, and it amazes me to look at someone else's work because they are so talented. And I think, boy, if I were that talented, that would be so good. And she also, Marty, she made she took another one and made the paper clip out of it. And she made me several little pages in this little book to be a journal book and a journal card on this too. So she did a couple of those little tags like that. And it looks like she coffee stained them or tea stained them. One. So there they are. Yes, it does. I think she did that on purpose. I really do. I think she did that. I think she did the green tape to match the green book on her envelope. So the green journal. So, and plenty of journal space here, or sketching, or whatever, because she's got plenty of space in here. And now I've just got to make me a tie to go on it to keep it shut. Like I said, this is also a paper clip where she made me a little journal space, or made a little journal space for the book. And one of her chickens, she makes the cutest chickens. I got one of her worms and one of her chickens. And I love that little doodle she did. And the other little cat that she put on here. But she was showing us yesterday about how she makes her own stencils and everything, and she just makes her own stencils and does things like that. And I love the sunflowers that she made; those are so pretty. But she is a good artist, isn't she? She's really good. And I like the way she used the tree cut out. She painted the tree and cut it out and everything, and used it for a tab. It looks like she used quite of a thick cardboard for it, so it looks like it might have been um, what do you call a box of some sort, a food packaging. But look at this, it's where she painted the flower on that. She made it looks like she used a piece of paper bag and just put all this paper on it and did all the real pretty doodling on it. And looks like she used a magazine image and painted these right here. And they got kind of a shine to them. And it says engine diesel continues to run after switching it off. This one says engine runs with oil pressure light on. So this is some kind of a mechanics book she put on there. So that worked out good, right? So anyway, I was working on my tab book. That's what I was going to work on. And I was thinking about making it. Let me find it here. Okay. And move some stuff around because if I don't, it's going to be all in my way. But what I was going to do here, I'm going to do it in 8x8 this time instead of 6x6 because I think I want it a little bit larger than my other one. And you can use any kind of paper you want to. I'm using copy paper for this one. But I'm going to do a tab book. So I'm going to go 8. Make sure it's lined up. There we go. By 8. Because I'm using 11 and a half. 8.5 by 11 is what I'm using. So I'm going to put all this up together. And see, I have scraps left over to make tags or whatever I want to do with it. Put this over here. So what are y'all doing today? Y'all working on anything? I'm only going to use 3 of these pages here. But sometimes I pull down more than 3. But there's only going to be 3 pages to this. Yeah, I agree. She did a wonderful job on that journal. I was so surprised to hear that I had won it. I missed that program where she did the drawing. I had to go to the doctor. I got a shot in my eye that day. So I missed that one. So I didn't know until she messaged me and said, you won one of the journals. And she wanted to make sure that I said, for real, I did. But what happened was I had to go get a shot in my eye on the day that she did the drawing. So I missed that one. So she sent me a link to where I had won it. And now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the, you're going to fold it in half. Okay. Just like that. And I'm going to do each one of these 3 in half. You can do any color you want. I'm just doing this one in white. That way I can decorate it the way I want it. Paint it if I want to. I can use watercolors on it or whatever. Put doodaddles on it, you know. Put somebody's name on it and it be legible, you know, so they can read it. Okay. And each one, you're going to stack one inside of the other. Okay. All right. So what you do is you stack one inside the other. All right. And this is going to be a pocket. So what I want to do is, because I'm going to put them together. Oops. Let me open this thing out and let these little half pieces out. Little half moons. Okay. And then the same thing with this side. I'm also going to do the same. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is, because these are going to be back together, you're not going to see the glue, so I don't mind using this. Okay, I'll show you. Just give me a minute. Let me do this right here right quick, okay? So I'm going to come here on each side. Okay. Tiny envelopes are really, really easy. They're just scraps of paper. They really are. They're just the scraps of paper that come off of this right here. Right? Come on now. That's what I said. These scraps right here is what I use for the tiny envelopes. Okay? All right. So, and then I'm going to come on this side. And you really don't have to glue this part down if you don't want to, because you're going to have all this glued. And this is just something, that I thought would be cute. It's flat. You can send it in an envelope. The other one that I made was 6x6, and it'll probably fit in your envelope a whole lot better than the 8x8. Oops, I messed that one up, didn't I? I'm good at messing things up, y'all. Anyway, then you got that. I'm going to come back here with this glue, and I'm going to re-glue it down here. I am not buying any more of this glue. I had to go find another pen, and it's hard to find stainless steel pens, so I end up with rust in my glue because I can't find another pen for it. And to order the pens, you have to order 3 of them, and the glue actually tore up the pen. Took the pen head off. When I tried to pull it out, it glued into the bottle. So, then I come here and I'll go ahead. I either glue this straight down here, which is no sew, by the way. I do have a sewing machine, but I haven't learned to use it yet. I really do need to learn to use it. This glue likes to stop up about halfway through me using it. It's probably where I live, because I've seen other people that can use it and it works fine. And it just keeps going and going and going. Mine does not. So I'm having to stick this little pin in this hole and keep going and going and going. To keep it going is a different story, right? So what I'm going to do now, if you want to, you can make the front and back cover also pockets, but I didn't decide to do that. So I just decided to use it for the cover, like I said. And now I can come back in here and add a page here. I can add a page here, and I can add a page here. Okay, and I can use any color of paper I want to add a page. And here I have a pocket, large pockets that I can put tags in. Okay, now for the pages, just throw it in the floor, right? That's what you do. You throw your pages in the floor. Okay, for the envelopes, I just took a piece of this scrap paper right here. You see? You ready? Yeah, me neither. I don't like the. You do like the Barely Arts? I've been thinking about trying the Barely Arts. I really have. Okay, and I fold it up to make it a triangle like that. Now I just take my scissors and I cut it. Okay, I make sure it's even. Okay, then as you can see, if you open it up, it's a square. Okay, you close it up. And you don't have to fold it this way, but I do it because I like the extra little texture it gives. And there's another pocket I make by doing this too. By the way, I flip it over. Okay, I open this up. I flip it backwards like this. Okay. Then you pull this over to the center, and you line it up with your bottom. You see this okay? Okay. Then you line it back up. Make sure you've got it lined up good. Okay. Then you can flip this down as your top. Okay. It's right here. Oops, I didn't fold mine quite over far enough. If you don't fold it over quite far enough, it just won't look right, okay? And you fold it over a little more. That's the good thing about paper. You can fold it because you're not ready to glue it down quite yet. And you don't really have to glue it down. You can take this piece and put it under that piece, and it holds it, see? Then you can take this piece right here. You separate these two pieces, and you can either cut it off or you can glue it down. Yes, it is fiddly. It really is fiddly. Then you have your envelope right here. And you can put a little teeny little something in it, like, okay, I have a cloud that's cut out of paper right here. I can put a cloud in it. I can make a blue something to put in it. I can take a strip of paper, a small strip of paper, and put across it to decorate it. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Just a teeny little fiddly piece of paper here. I can glue that across it. I can glue it on one end and on the other. Come here, thing. And then I've got this. And then when I get ready to close it up, I can just slide this up under it if I want to. And there's your fiddly little envelopes. And you can make those with okay. Now, I don't mind showing you how to do this. Do you want to do it again? I got this piece of paper. As you can see, it is not square. Okay? You're going to fold it. This corner, you're going to bring it up, okay? Fold it away from you so you can see what you're doing. Bring it up even to this edge, okay? You got it? All right. Now, I'm going to mark this. I'm going to cut right here. And it's going to make me just a square piece of paper here, okay? See where I'm going to cut? I'm going to cut it right there. Okay? You got this. All right. Here, I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. I don't want it way up there because I want it to I want to have a little pocket for my envelope, right? See? I folded it right here. Maybe a quarter of an inch. Okay, let me see. Yeah, about yeah, almost an inch actually. Oh no, that's centimeters. Never mind. Yeah, about a quarter of an inch up. Okay. I get confused on centimeters, y'all. Okay. All right. Then, if you need to, take your bone folder and crease it down really, really good. Okay. That might help you out a lot with that. Okay. And what I do is I bring this open. See how it kind of makes a square and these points are sticking out? And I fold it. See, the line is already creased right there where I came back. And I fold it right there. And you have kind of like a little pocket there, but you don't want any, that's not your pocket. Okay? All right. Then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to bring this over to here. And it don't matter which side you do first. It really doesn't. And then this side over that, you're going to line them up where they're even at the bottom. And you're going to make it look like a little envelope. If it don't look like the little envelope, so this one's taller than this one, so I actually need to bring this one in just a little bit to make it the same, to make it look right. Yeah, kind of inside out, right. All right, this little piece and this little piece, whichever one goes on top, is going to go inside the other. Okay, you're going to take that little point. Let's see, right here, there's a little point right here. See that little point right there? Okay, and you're going to take that little point and you're going to take and do your best to shove that little point into that other little piece. Okay, and that's going to hold your envelope together. You've still got kind of a little pocket down here, but you don't have to worry about that. Okay, then you can bring this piece down. Okay, and it's going to kind of be a V. You can either glue that down, you can take and bring this right here, and you can shove it into that little pocket that these two little things made. Okay, and this is kind of a no glue envelope. Right, then you've got your little pocket here. Yeah, just shove it in there. You got it? Okay. Then you got your little pocket. Then you can bring, and to make it even, a lot of times I'll fold it up on its edge. And I'll bring it, and I'll do it just like that. Instead of trying to bring it to me, I will lay it flat. Okay. Then I'll bring this up and flip it over. I will take my bone folder or whatever I've got over here at the time, my scissors, my bone folder, a pencil, whatever I've got. And I've got that right there. And and actually if you wanted to, you could take that. You've got a pocket here and a pocket here. And that's what I do. That's how I make the tiny pockets. Okay, now, if you get one from me, I'm going to not glue it. I'm going to send it to you so you can take it apart and look at it. Okay? Remember, it's a square. You fold it here. You fold it up. You fold it here. You fold it here. You can even take that one, shove it down before you put this inside the other one. And you can do it that way if you want to. And I tell you what's really cute. If you get a hold to any of those little baby buttons, you know what I'm talking about, the little bitty baby buttons? You take and put a little baby button on this, and you've got your little flip up here. You can make you a teeny tag and put it down here, which is not hard to do. You just take that little slither off there, right? And you take it and you flip it together because you don't want to crease it together. You just want to flip it together, and you want to clip off the corner. And ta-da! You got a teeny tag, right? So now you can do it in any color. I'm just using the scraps now. Remember, this is all scrap. And you can slide it right down into there. Okay, so that's still a little too tall for my envelope there. So I can try to put it down in there. It'll be perfect in there. So I can take this little piece here. And I can do this. And I can flatten it out a little more. Okay, I'm bringing this together. Let's try it again. Let's flip this little corner off of it. Okay. Pop that little top, and I can put me a blue one down in there. And there you go. You got a couple of tags in the envelope. Yeah, I mean, you can do it any size. I'm just using scraps. As long as you make it, start with a square. Okay, so now here was where I was. I was making this right here. Now, I've got this right here. Ooh, I glued it. Oh, well, that ain't gonna hurt nothing, is it? Okay, so to make me a page to go with, I'm gonna take this right here, and I can take this ruler, and it's got a beveled edge. Most rulers have a beveled edge, right? And I'm gonna come over here, and I'm just gonna flip it up a little, because you know my fingers is old and they don't like flipping things very well anymore. Do it like this, and I do it just enough to have a little lip, and I crease it down that little bitty lip, right? And you see that little lip right there. And I'm going to take this glue, if I can get it to work properly. Yeah, little bitty secrets. You can take and make little secrets and put it in there. Right. Mm-hmm. You sure can. Okay, so I'm not going to go all the way down because I know it's a little longer than my page is. Okay. And I'm going to line it up right here. And I'm going to flip this back across the other side. But I'm going to line it up to fit with my crease. I'm going to come back down through here with my finger, and I got glue all over my fingers. So, okay, so, and the thing about this, what I will do here is I'll take a piece of washi tape and I'll run down, straight down through here. Then I've got a page right here, right? Come back here. I've got a page here. As you can see, this glue does not stick well for me. You're not supposed to have to use that much of it, but I keep having to use more and more of it, actually. So I'm going to take me a little piece of washi tape and run it right down through here. I'll probably get me something else and put here. Hey, Joe, how are you? It's good to see you here. We were just working on tiny envelopes, tiny tags, and a pocket book, a pocket tag book, whatever you want to call it. See? That's what we were making. And so I was thinking about your flippy thing and everything, and I kind of got the idea with your flippy thing, I could put a page in a book and not have to do the flippy thing, just the page, one page. But I will come back here and I'll put the other half and probably use a page. Oh, this is another little flippy thing I was working on last night. It's got all kinds of pockets going down it, and it's supposed to fit in and stuff like that. That's not. But see, this was kind of my sample that I was working on to see, you know, what I wanted to do with it. But see, this is 6x6 right here. This is 8x8. So, and when I'll do this is I'll take this, I'll trim off the other part. And then I have this little page here. And when I put the washi down it, you won't even tell that I've added that on. It'll just look like it was there. And then I come back with washi here and put another page here, thinking I might take a piece of washi and put it here, but attach me a piece of vellum to it. Find my vellum here. Well, that ain't vellum. That's copper. That would be pretty in it, though, wouldn't it? Ah, there it is. Vellum. Find me a piece of this is silver vellum right here. So I could take me a piece of silver vellum. I can put it right here, right? And attach it with washi tape right here to it. Then I could take and put something here that's real pretty under this. Take say I'm doing botanical or something like that. And take the vellum and put it here. Take some, okay, so I've got this cute little thing that it's okay to be a work, it's okay to be a work in progress. Okay, if I wanted to put that there. And as you can tell, that's watercolor. Come here. I keep throwing things off my table. And then you can still see it through there. But it's still going to be the page that you're going to be able to flip up and look. Or it can be a pocket that you can put tags and stuff in. And I've got these little envelopes that I could kind of cute there, right? I got this, and I can actually take a stamp and everything. I've got this, I can put my envelopes down thing here. I could put me in tags, 20s or whatever. See, that's my 20 envelope. What do y'all think? 20 envelopes? No? Yes? Maybe? Anyway. So I get to thinking about all these scraps, and y'all can blame Kim Poulton for this, because I think about how many scraps I got laying around, and I need to do something. And here's one of the things that I did. I took some tape, and I put it down on a rose book, and I pulled that rose off. And I haven't taken the back off of it yet, but it'll make it see-through when I do. I also did a kitty cat right there. So I did that. This is just old magazine pages, y'all. This is another rose. I don't know if y'all can see these or not. Let me see. I may be able to put y'all a little closer to it. See? Okay. See the little rose? I took it off with a piece of tape. I haven't dipped it in water yet and took off the back, so, And then I thought this flower, this little yellow flower, was really pretty, so I did that too. But that's basically that same thing as you put down the big tape, the, what do you call that tape? That you packaging tape. And you put it on a picture, and you cut it out, and you do all that stuff. Well, this, all you do to it, let me see, is you take a piece of tape and you put it down on an image, and then you make sure you burnish it down real well, and then you pull it off. And I don't have any images on my desk yet right now, but when I wouldn't have any when I need them, right? How am I blowing your mind tonight? Tell me about this. Let me know why am I blowing your mind? Okay, so they should have these by now. Okay, so all right. Let me see if I can blow you a little more here. I got tape over here that probably won't work, but I got to figure out where I put my other tape now. But okay. So this here tape is a removable tape. But all you do is you take a piece of tape, you put it down, right? You take your bone folder, and this probably won't work because it's removable tape and it's not supposed to pull anything up. But with me burnishing it down, it might. Okay? I hope. Then you find the end of your tape. Now, see, it's not going to do it because it did a little bit, but you can't really see it. Anyway, but it's just regular tape that you use for wrapping packages and stuff like that. That you use, and you just use magazine images. And I hadn't planned on getting into that, so that's the reason why I don't have my tape sitting right here. But you take this and you run it under water, and it takes all that backing off of it, and all you have is the picture left. And you can see through it, but it's really cool the way it works. I just haven't done that yet. This one's much smaller, right here. much smaller than the other one. Clip the edge of it. Flip it up. You do it the height that you need to do it to practice or whatever. You can take your scissors and use it for a bone folder. I like to do this way, but you don't have to do it this way. And here where the crease is, I just bring it backwards on itself. And I crease it again. Okay. Right? Then I take this piece and fold it over. And make sure it's even. This piece and fold it over. You want to make sure it's even too. You want it to look like a little envelope. Okay. Then I slide the two together. Whichever one's on top is going to be the one that holds the other one. Then I take this little piece right here. And I can slide it right down behind. Shove it in that pocket there. You know, and shove it right in that pocket. You can cut it off. I'll show you what I can do. Yep. I can show you what I can do. I don't have to shove it nowhere. I can pop that little thing off just like that. And then you've got this little envelope here. Come here, little envelope here. You got that little hole. You got this little hole. You can, and then I take this little piece and I go this way and I fold it. And I got my little envelope and I haven't folded that just right. Y'all watch me make another boo-boo on camera. Ooh. Okay, so, and there's that. But I thought also these would be cute to put on those envelopes. They're just the right size. Hi, Minglet. How are you? Lisa. And so that's my little envelopes that I make out of scraps. Then I made, of course, the little thingy-jiggy right there out of scrap. And then there's a pocket back here, a pocket right here, and you can close it up. You can glue it down. You can take something like a rose, put it right in the center, glue it down, and you got a pretty envelope. Okay, you know, you can do a pretty one. You can use any paper. Because of the thickness here, I would suggest using a lightweight paper, not a thick cardstock. But using a lightweight paper like a copy paper, a printer paper or something to use. And you can get that in all colors. You can make it in all colors. If you want to come around it, let me see this stuff here. This little junk here, right? You can come around it and do this right here with it. You can pop that down and go across that and right there and just all over its little self, you know. You can make it colored by coloring it with ink. And close that up. Stick that over there and you got a dirty looking little envelope. See that dirty little envelope? And see, as you can see, this scrap was smaller than this scrap, so you got a totally different size of an envelope here. So you can make them larger, smaller. If you got a bigger scrap, okay, so this is going to be an envelope that you could actually mail in if you wanted to. I would make sure that okay, and I'm going to cut this extra little piece off right here. Okay. I was thinking about the napkin swap that Beth is going to have. I think she said she's going to have it next month. It's the napkin swap. Okay. I got that, right? Now I'm going to pull this back. this way. Okay. And this one back this way. Right. Yeah. Got it pulled back. Right. I can pull this around evenly. Make sure it looks like an envelope because you got to watch this up here as you watch that down there. You pull this one around and make sure it looks like an envelope up there. And this one's about the size that you could actually mail in if you wanted to. Turn loose of that now, please. You're going to slide that piece in to that piece. Okay. You can slide this piece down. Shove it in that hole right there, okay? Just shove it right in. Or you can just wax that piece off like I did with the little one over there. You don't have to do it that way, but if you use it to mail in, and it's about the size of an invitation, a small invitation, a birthday card or something, birthday party invitation. Okay. Then you're going to bring this down. I need to bring that down a little more, don't I? Yep. Pull it down just a hair bit more here. Just a smidge. Okay. Then when I pull this up, pick up this piece. I can slide this all under here. And then I've got this piece that can come down. And then you got an envelope and a pocket. And okay. It's easier to show you on this one. It's a little bit larger here than, okay, you got a pocket here. You have a pocket here. You need to glue it here though. You have a pocket actually right here. And another one on this other side. Right there. So you've got more pockets than just two in this. And there's a little envelope. And they wound up probably using a full-size sheet of paper because you cut off a certain amount of it, right? To make it square. And then you got a little pocket here, which, you know, you could use it if you wanted to as a hidden tuck. If you wanted to put it, say, like on a page. You've got this little pocket. You've got this little pocket, a pocket here, and a pocket here. Yep. Cut-a-tude. That's it. Cut-a-tude. Got a tude. Yeah. Then you can take a button or something. This is just a half moon punch right here. That I punched to make the piece for this right here, to make the pocket for this. And you could actually glue a button down, say, you can make a circle. Oh, or another envelope. You could do another envelope right here. You could glue this envelope right here. And you could use it to close this envelope if you wanted to. Or you could take it and close it by putting it in there. All kinds of ways to use them too. And when you get ready, if you don't glue it together, you can open it out. And it's a hidden journaling space, y'all. You can open it completely out, journal in it, and put it all back. Just like that. Yep. Did you get it now? I thought, well, I can show you the little one. I can show you the big one. Because, pretty much the size of your paper determines the size. If you have a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper, then use a 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. But you got to remember, it's going to have to come out square to make the envelope. Okay, Joe, thank you for being here. I'm fixing to leave too. I came in, I showed a journal that I won for Mother's Day. I put together this little pocket thing right here. I haven't got my tabs and stuff cut for it yet. When I do, I'll come back and work on it. These little envelopes also could be put right here on the outside. They could be put on because they're about as wide as the page you just put in, but you could put it in here, and when you get ready to journal in this little thing, just pull it apart, journal, put it back together. Plain and simple, right? Plain and simple. And if you don't glue it, I mean, if you glue it, then you're not going to be able to pull it apart and do that. But if you decide you want to make a journal spot, a secret journal spot for your journal, then make an envelope. Make one that you can pull apart, journal, and put it back together, and nobody ever know the difference because you're going to have your little tags in there, your little doodads in there, and they'll never know the difference that it's your journal. What do you think? Okay, well, I'm fixing to go too. Thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate every one of you. I love y'all, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.